Hello YouTube, it's Keith Kevin Ken. How you doing? How you doing? I hope you're doing well. I really do hope you're doing well. Um, it is Wednesday, October 16, 2019. It is overcast and rainy here on the East Coast. But I wanted to do a pocket dump deconstruction. We have not done one of these in a super long time. If out of the blue you hear some hammering or something, I don't know, they're fixing my apartment building. It's a big city block apartment, and they're always doing something. And so sometimes I've tried to do a recording, then I had to stop it or whatever. I'm going to try to do this one. So let's talk about this pocket dump deconstruction. It's one of my favorites. I have a bunch of stuff I just love in this pocket dump deconstruction. Let's start with my Rolex Datejust, which I just love. It's just a classic Rolex. It's not the fancy. Some people would say a Rolex is fancy, but I just like it. It's simple, classy. My Rolex Datejust. I have a meeting today. You know, I'm working for myself, so I don't have a bunch of meetings, which one day, I don't know. I have to figure out how to vlog. Some people hate for me to talk in these things and go, keep going, hurry. Some people like me for me to talk. I'll try to figure out a way we can do that. I like to do pocket dump deconstructions where I get a chance to talk to you guys and show off, discuss some of my favorite things. You guys know I love Cuban cigars. For those of you who watch this regularly, I have to do it. I'm going to do a couple of all cigar, I'm putting out this warning now, all silver coins, all a bunch of stuff. I have a lot of collections, and I need to get them out in front of you guys. I was thinking about doing another channel, but I'm not thinking about that. I'm going to just try to do this. I have been saying this for some time, and you know how I know that? I'm part of the Provida Club, and I love Cuban cigars. I've been smoking them steady for 3 to 4 years once I found a great connection to get them. And I said, I need to try other cigars. So I joined this Provida Club. It's a cigar club. They have exclusive cigars. You get about 4 different ones. They're aged cigars. They're one of a kind, batches of cigars, all of that. And you get them once a month. And I've been wanting to do it with you guys, but I don't know how to do it, right? And so I've been keeping them in the boxes, keeping them hydrated, all this stuff. And let me see. I just got a notice that I'm getting another one in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's been a year and a month. They're still sending them. I still have to show you these cigars. So get ready, guys. I'm going to start doing I'm going to keep doing my other videos, of course, but I'm going to start talking to you about them. This is a brand. Oh, I did all that and didn't even talk about my cigar. Sorry. Yeah, I'm all over the place. I haven't done one of these in a long time. This is, I love my La Gloria. This is a Cuban cigar. It took me a while to find them Cuban. I used to smoke them when I first started smoking cigars. They weren't Cuban. And one of my favorite cigars. That started the cigar discussion. Then I moved on. This, you guys know I love Serge Pachenko. He does, let's see, do I have one on the desk? He's worked with Spyderco on tag knives. Let's see. He does his own claw coins. I like how he does antique work. This is tough because when I take a picture of it, see Serge Pachenko, that's when you know it's a custom or mid-tech. His production stuff has this with a P over here. But it's so antique on the clip that I could do this and you wouldn't even see it. But just look at it. It's so nice. I thought I wouldn't be able to get one. He opens it up and says, they're there, and they go in minutes. But I was lucky enough to get one. I've been keeping this tip on it because it came with the tip. Little plastic thing. Is that beautiful or what? I mean, this is just not an everyday. It is Wednesday, but for me, I haven't been out into a big-timey kind of corporate meeting in a while since I've been doing business on my own. So I'm treating it like going to church. These are my church EDC, just stuff I love. That's always good when you're a little nervous to surround yourself with stuff. And I just got that pen, and I want to share that with you. Here's my skinny Mont Blanc wallet. Of course, you know, I've got some great scotch here. The blue stuff. You know, people always ask me about what kind of flask it is. I'm sorry, I don't know. I got it over 25 years ago in London, England, at this cigar store where I bought my first Cuban cigar. And, you know, I kind of tried to look it up, but this is all I know about it. That's what's on the bottom, which doesn't tell you a lot, right? So, but I love it. It's the right size. It's just, the leather just feels like butter. The glass on the flask is just wonderful. But I have blue scotch because it's going to be a nice day today. My Smithson leather notepad. You guys can tell, right? Got my Sunday bests in my pockets. And the coin is a newer coin. I got a new batch of coins. This is the African wildlife elephant coins. I've been collecting those for quite some time. This is the 2020 elephant coin, which I like. As you guys know, I always keep a silver coin, a 1 ounce silver coin in my pocket. It's just for good luck. You know, I like collecting silver. I used to do it a lot. And I had a lot of silver and gold that I was collecting. Again, I got a collecting bug. And then silver went to $50 an ounce. Gold went to $1,500. And I sold as much as I could and just kept some of the pieces that meant a lot to me. And that was what? 4 years ago, 5 years ago. That's how I got into knives. That's why I have such a big collection of knives. I like to sell one collection and use some of the money to get into another one. It's just fun. And I started getting the knife bug. You know, as I do the trimmings and sell stuff from my collection to you guys, my next fascination is cameras and camera equipment. I keep saying I need to walk or I'm going to get a stroke or something. Heavyweight, no exercise now that I'm working in the house. And take cameras and start. I want to spend 10,000 hours on taking pictures, which is just fun, you know. That's what they say. You do something for 10,000 hours, you become an expert. I figure that'll take me 4 years. I'll be 64. Maybe I can add to my retirement, right? Doing something professionally. This is a real nice ladybug. It's part of that exclusive series of knives from Knife Center with Spyderco. I know they've done the Endura, the Dragonfly, the Delica, and the Ladybug. They haven't done a man bug yet. That's with HAP 40 steel, mahogany and packwood scales. I like it. It has full liners, gives you a little bit of heft, and of course the back lock. 1.9 inches. The total length of it is just 4.4 inches, and it only weighs 0.8 ounces. It weighs less than that coin that I have. And then talk about fancy smancy. Now I have two Todd Begg customs. I have several customs that are fancy. But from a production knife, this is probably the fanciest knife I have. A large Sebenza 21 with Damascus that beautiful or what? um, and of course, this one has ladder Damascus on it. Box elder burl wood inlays. And you know, they changed over a couple of years ago. They changed over the wood that they used in inlays, but they kept that box elder burl, and it always costs a little bit extra. It's so fancy. Of course, that's on top of polished titanium. 2 in the front, 1 in the back, and then of course they leave the lock bar and the clip raw. I love that. A little bit of rawness to the fanciness. Of course, the 31s haven't been out on the market yet, and that changes these inlays differently. It's a solid piece on the front. I think it's still a strip on the back. I'm not sure. I'd like to see that, but this is a fancy one. This is what I'm carrying. Hey, the fanciest, newest knife I have not been able to take this off of my desk. I move it to the side when I do videos. I move it to the side when I'm doing work, you know, watching the iPod or the iPad or whatever. Oh man, oh man, oh man. By the way, I know I'm a little rusty. The ladder Damascus, of course, 3.6 inches for the large Sebenza, 8.3 inches total, and 4.5 ounces is the weight. And of course, that's a right-handed large Sebenza. This baby, of course, all of these knives I always do a separate video on, but this is my most recent one. Spyderco released it. It's a Spyderco Shaman. Oh, I love my Shamans. Sprint run, which means 1,200, give or take a couple of hundred. And this has that brown canvas micarta. Look how beautiful it is. The darker edges and the lighter in the middle. Someone asked me, actually more than one person, stainless steel, little mini. But other than that, stainless steel right here. But other than that, see-through construction, easy to clean. Stainless steel liners. And of course, compression lock like all Shamans. And it just dropped. It drops like this. It dropped like that right out of the box. It's beautiful. Someone asked me, is this going to be in trimming? Come on, guys. And they asked me the first time I put it on. First of all, you buy something new. Would you sell it? Come on, come on. That doesn't mean later on I won't sell it. But no, this won't be on the next trimming. But I have 4 different Shamans. By the way, all of them are great. you know, I've got a carbon fiber Sprint Run Limited. I got the St. Nick Knives Limited. So anyway, I really enjoy this. I'm not carrying it today, though. I decided to go with my large Sebenza 21, that full dress Sebenza 21. CPM CRUWEAR steel. Everything about this is beautiful. 3.6 inch. Of course, this is the Shaman is a large native. That's why that form factor probably looks familiar to you. 50-50 choil. You take out that 50-50 choil, and the cutting edge of that 3.6 inch blade is 3.1 inches. The total length, 8.3 inches, and it weighs 4.9 ounces. That's one reason I'm not carrying it. Big and heavy for me to be going into an office situation for a meeting, but oh, it feels great. It looks wonderful. 4-way clip. Usually I even have a problem when I get a fancy knife and I talk about the simple clip, but you know what? Part of to me, the micarta feel and stuff, it's not fancy like, you know, the box elder burl, but it does give a class to it. So I'm okay with the regular hardware. Plus CRUWEAR, great steel. there you have it. That's the pocket dump deconstruction. Haven't done it in a while. I know I always talk about what I'm going to do and then life gets in the way, but I know I don't have big viewing on any of my videos, really. I appreciate you guys who watch me every day. And sometimes I get, I do it as a hobby. I don't make money. I think once every 6 months I get $100 from them. But I'm happy that you guys are watching. I'm probably going to do some videos, and I know a lot of you aren't cigar people, and a lot of you aren't silver coin people, and a lot of you aren't whatever else I've been collecting. But I do want to get it on a video for my kids and my grandkids, so you'll be seeing some of those, and I'll try to do those on the weekends. Appreciate you all. I really do. Man, I'm struggling with staying off of social media because the time just flies. And as you get older, most of you are younger than I am. As you get older, time really flies. And I get bogged down on all these podcasts and all of this stuff, YouTube, and time just goes. And then when I finally say, Kevin, I force myself, don't do anything. Just sit. And I'll tell you, that half hour, 45 minutes, hour feels like a full day. And it's so refreshing. I just have to get in the habit of doing it every day. And I haven't yet, but I'm trying to. Because I know it makes me a better person. That means I'm a better person when I'm talking to you guys, my family, etc. Why don't you do the same? Take good care of you, all right? I appreciate all of you. Keep those pockets full. Goodbye.